Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Dev Report, where we go over last week's news in game dev. Today, it's the holidays, so not much is going on, if you know what I'm saying, but we got a bunch of stuff to share with you. And I got something very special at the very end, so make sure you stay tuned. But let's get into it. So first up, there's an actual rumor going around that the next Xbox could be here as soon as 2020. I don't know what the next Xbox is going to entail. There's a lot of speculation out on the internet, but they've codenamed it Anaconda. A lot of people are having fun with that name. Now, some people are actually assuming that it's gonna be backwards compatible because of the PC-like architecture of the Xbox. It would make sense if all of the library for the current Xbox One was backwards compatible. We don't really know until we see, so we're gonna have to wait and see on this rumor. But either way, I'm all for some more Xbox. Next up, we got a lawsuit from the Fresh Prince star Alfonso Ribeiro. He's suing Fortnite over the Carlton dance. Now, this kind of makes sense. Fortnite's got the most money. It's not the only person that has the dance. I know Destiny has it. There's a bunch of games that have the Carlton dance, but he's suing them over the use of his dance. Now, this brings up a lot of really interesting questions, because one, can you copyright or trademark a dance? Two, if you can, what are those other companies going to do? And three, does this make it way more difficult to put any kind of emote or dance in your game because somebody might sue you or try and get a piece of the pie because you did some crazy implementations of some emotes? I don't know. This is interesting. I think this could be a precedent as far as lawsuits regarding dances, whether dances can be property. It's a weird thing, and a lot of people are having fun of it, making fun of it, but I'm interested to see where it goes, though. Then, Sony accidentally revealed player counts for nearly every single PS4 game in existence. I don't know how you do that by accident, but you can literally find the player counts to a lot of popular games, and I recommend you take a look. Link is down in the description below. And next up, we got some sweet cash for them indie devs. If you're an AR game developer, Niantics launches a $1 million AR game dev contest, and it could be interesting. If you're doing AR anyway, you might as well enter something like this. If you're not, you might want to consider competing for $1 million. Who doesn't want $1 million in their game? I do. I don't make AR games, but maybe you do, and maybe you can find this useful. So I'm going to link this down below. And in other game news regarding millions of dollars, Discord raised another $150 million after it opened a store. Now, the reason why I think this is worth reporting is because if they are raising money, it means that they're not making enough money to sustain themselves. And I think that's pretty common knowledge based on the way most startups work. You need money to run the whole infrastructure, you get it running, and then you figure out how to monetize later. They've started monetizing, but apparently they need more money. Kind of worries me, you know? The game store might not be doing as well as we think it is. Maybe it just hasn't gotten rolling yet. But on the plus side, investors see value in it, which is cool, and I love Discord as a platform. The majority of the community is on Discord, and it's a fantastic community. If you're not part of GDU Discord, recommend you check out the link down below, but we'll watch this and we'll see where it goes. Next up, there's a Game Sutra article that I recommend you check out. Normally I don't showcase this kind of content, but we've talked a lot about burnout in the past on the channel, and I wanted to kind of showcase this article because I think it's really well written, and I think there's a lot of information here that can help you if you're feeling burnt out. It's a personal story, and the developer really goes into detail on a lot of different stuff, and I recommend you check that out. The link's down below. And in a year-long summary update, we also got 5 events that rocked the game industry in 2018. It's another article I recommend you check out because a lot of stuff happened this year, and it's good to kind of reflect back and see what happened and how we could have prevented some of the negative things from happening and how we can make the good things happen a little more often. In content news, we got a video on how to build a community for your first game. This is something I've talked about a lot in probably 100 different videos, but this is a lot of useful information in one video, so I recommend you check this one out. And NoClip, a YouTube channel known for its awesome game dev documentaries, has given us another documentary, this time on Half-Life. If you're interested in the development of Half-Life, this thing goes into super detail on how it all went down, and I recommend you check it out. Even if you're not interested in the NoClip documentary, I recommend you check out the channel because the documentaries and the quality of the content and the footage is amazing, and I have learned so much from these guys. It is a holiday week, so that's all we got for this week on the Dev Report, but if you haven't gotten your Finish It shirt, I recommend you do because it's only going to be available for a limited time, and if that's not quite your style, you can also get the Coding Your Own Game shirt for a limited time as well. Last but not least, I just want to say a thank you to every single one of my patrons, and But if you are a patron on January 1st, 2019, for the new year and for the holiday season, you're going to get a very special gift from yours truly. And everyone that's part of my Patreon is going to be eligible for this amazing gift that I'm not going to quite reveal yet, but I recommend that you join if you're interested. Now, if you do nothing else, I hope you have a fantastic holiday. My name is Tim Roswick, and I will see you again next week.